I'm drinking my little hot tea in a hot summer day because I'm not outside. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Mariel. If you are new here, welcome. We're revamping a little bit on my channel, meaning that I'm actually gonna give a little thought to my thumbnails and to the time that I am uploading, because that was a big goal for me this year. We're already on the second half of the year and I still am lacking, but I'm no longer gonna lack, and I'm no longer gonna let my mental health be this whole wall for myself. But today I have a challenge for you guys. It did start as a different challenge, but me talking about mental health, loop around, I couldn't do it because of my mental health. But then I saw the positive in it. So let me kind of give you a little background. So this challenge was supposed to be read 5 books in 5 days, right? Because even though I think I still have one more week of summer school, I knew that next week it will be more of a work week for myself, a prep week, before going to the prep weeks on campus. So I wanted to give myself that goal, but the reality of it is that my mental health was struggling a little bit and I was kind of going into a spiral. But then I realized, hey Mariel, you can switch. You already have a little bit of footage. Why don't you just do how many books you can read in a week? Mind you, I am a very slow reader. Mind you, I also have a lot going on in my brain. The reality of it is that sometimes I even struggle to read 1 book a week. So just like my previous challenge, this was a win. So I switched it to how many books I could read in a week, because I know that I could only read 1 for most part. So I think I won this challenge because I read 3 books. Watch a little bit of the footage of me reading and picking out the books. And yeah, I'll see you guys in a little bit. Good morning. It's literally 8 a.m. and I woke up with like the biggest rash and dry patches on my skin because for the last 2 days I haven't done skincare. So I'm like, I did do a little bit, but not too much. But anyway, so yeah, last night I did, for night 1, or day 1, Monday, I did finish One Italian Summer, and I just want to give you guys a quick rating for each. I think I'm just gonna give you a rating each time and then we can talk about it later. But this was a solid 2, and it makes me really upset because I'm the kind of person that cannot, like, I physically feel ill giving anything under a 2, but this was a solid 2. It was not good. Oh, and she reads in 5 years, and that's another book that people are like, so yeah, I mean, you do it yourself. I really didn't like it, and I really am not going to go buy in 5 years. I know my partner wants to read it, so if she buys it, tells me about it, we'll see. But anyway, on to the next one, which I forgot which one I said I was going to read. I have the stack right there. Oh my god, it's so bad. Wanted to give you an update. I am reading The 5-Star Weekend. That was the book that was next on the TBR for this week. I am on page 168, and honestly, so far so good. guys, so I did not rate my last 2 books. But it's okay. That's why there's this. That's why there's editing. I'm still just gonna go on an overview of the books, my rating, my thoughts on it, my recommendations, because why not? So, like I said in the beginning, I did read 3 books, which, even though I wanted to read 5, that is still a win for me because I don't read more than a book a week. So, we're winning. I'll just give you a little order of what the books that I read. So these were the 3 books I ended up reading. So let's jump into it. So the first one I read was One Italian Summer, which Liz got it for me on our date night. And I just wanted a summer book. I wanted a little summer thing because even though summer just started in June, summer is coming to an end. Summer break is coming to an end for me. So I wanted something summery. And I read this book without any spoilers. This girl named Katie, her mom died, but they were supposed to go to an Italian vacation, and they were going to go to this city that their mom talked about. Her mom talked about a lot, that she left when she was younger. But her mom died a little bit before going to the trip, so she ended up just going to the trip to find herself, and then she sees her mom when she was 30 years old, before she had her. So yeah, that is pretty much what's in the back of the book. Now, it pains me to give a book under a 3 stars. I don't like giving a book under 3 because I feel that the process of writing a book and the whole idea of it and going through it, everything about making a book, writing a book, seems so hard to me that I don't want to discredit the others, and you know what I mean. But this book, I did give it a 2.5 stars. I feel that this book was it was very back and forth. I wasn't feeling anticipated to find out. I was just like, okay, whatever, who cares. A lot of the parts were very forgettable. There was just more better writing. I don't know. I feel bad because it is a pretty book. It's a pretty book. It's a pretty concept. I like the idea of finding yourself. I love that, but it was just not it for me. The second book was The 5-Star Weekend by Elin Hilderbrand. Is that how you say her name? I need to take this little sticker off. To me, is exactly what I wanted for a summer read. Gossip, growth, drama, all of that. That's all I wanted. In a nice little beachy island, sandy little toast kind of situation. That's what I wanted from a book. And that is what I got. This is another gift from Liz. Thank you, babe. Yeah, this is exactly what I wanted. I still think that this book, it is a 3.5, 4 stars. I don't think there's anything. It's a 4 stars for entertainment, purposefully. If you just want to be entertained, not that you're attached to anybody or anything, you just want to be a fly on the wall, this book will be a 4 or 5 stars for you. But for me, it was a 3.5, rounded 4 stars. And the only reason for it is because I felt that this might sound really rude because I do feel like there's a sisterhood in this book, and I didn't even tell you, if you don't know about this book, pretty much this woman is having a crappy time, so she decides to get some of her friends from her past and have a 5-star weekend, and it's 4 friends and her. But it's different people in different times. There's jealousy, there's drama, there's a scandal, a cheating scandal. So there's a lot of things going on, but the thing that I didn't like about the book is that it immediately was cattiness amongst women. And I feel that as much as that unfortunately does happen, I want to live in a world where that doesn't happen. I want to live in a world where women can come together, immediately have a connection, or if they don't, not be a catty thing. I feel like that's the one thing that I didn't like about this book. And I feel like that happens a lot when it comes to a womanhood, sisterhood kind of book. And I don't like that. I like the drama in the sense of a cheating scandal, or I like the drama that like one person is going through something and everybody's there for them. Do you know what I mean? But I don't like it when immediately there's cattiness, there's jealousy amongst each other. It's entertaining, that's what I mean, but that's the one thing also that I don't like. So that's why I didn't give it a full 4 or 5 stars. It was long to read it. Honestly, things started getting a lot better once there was no cattiness. So I don't know, others, if you're making a book like this, can you not have women be catty to each other? That'd be great. I don't care what age they are, if they happen when they were teenagers or not. Like as adults, I feel like I hate the whole cattiness. I hate it because I would love to live in a world where all women just empower each other. Did I already watch the Barbie movie? Yes. And I did finish this book after, so my thoughts did change a lot. But I do recommend it. It's a great book. It is a great book. Eee. Okay, last book that I read, and I actually had already started this book, I don't know when. I did read this book called Signs, The Secret Language of the Universe by Laura Lynn Jackson. Let me give you a little background about why I bought this book. I bought this book the day that I got my car, and it was just like everything about that day. I was meant to buy a car. I was meant to get the car that I got. So when I was like walking to Target because I was buying stuff for my car, I saw that there was this book, and it was in an area that it wasn't supposed to be in. Anyway, I bought it, read it a little bit, totally ignored it after, but then I came back to it and read it again. Just so you kind of know, it is she's a psychic medium, and she read The Light Between Us. In this book, she kind of like talks about the other side and to recognize the signs that are happening on the other side, and how I think the promoting of this book was wrong, but the writing is great, and let me tell you why. So if you look at this book and you look at the at how it's been promoted, it's more of like you finding ways to connect, right, to the other side and find those signs and be open to those signs, which is fantastic. But the reality of it is that it's just examples of how that's happening. It's not really a step-by-step, or it's not really of an eye-opener for me. So as a person who does believe on the other side, and I believe in signs and I believe in everything, to me it was just like, well, I already know that. So it was just reading testimonies of how it does work. Not necessary to read unless you want just reassurance. But anyway, so that was it. That's it for this video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Again, like I said in my previous video, the point of these challenges is not to feel like, oh, I failed a challenge, but it's more to say, oh, I'm reading more. And that is all I ever want, is to read more. And eventually these challenges will become a little tougher, and I'm going to be able to make them, and I will be able to read 5 books in 5 days eventually. I could be able to do a 24-hour readathon. I can do how many books I can read in 24 hours. Like, there's so many things that I want to do on this channel, and I'm just very excited because I want to read. I want to become a better reader. I want to let go of my phone, but it's really hard. Yeah, so that's it for this video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you haven't subscribed, like this video, and leave me a comment. Tell me what books I should read, because I will. I will. Anyway, guys, I love you guys. Bye.